Let's have Nani, actor Nani on stage. A big round of applause, please. Nagarjun Dwarkanath and myself are going to be moderated. Nani, will you dance? One step.
Today I was not expecting this at all.
Come on, let's start the session with a dance number.
Is my mic?
If we can have his Dasra song, please.
No way. See, that was the incentive. When they said India Today, I was hoping that nobody will ask me to sing, dance, all this thing. You can't be saying all
But
that.
this song of Dasra is trending on Instagram. All the reels that you keep scrolling, it's only Dasra.
Correct. And imagine how much I would have got.
So
I'm already
So exactly. So at least for your fans who make the reels on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
I've done this a million times
So
already.
let's do the millionth time now. if we can have it.
Maybe in the end of the whole conversation.
All right.
Okay.
You know what? We'll take his request. At the end of it, Nani is going to shake a leg with us for India Today because you have a great audience and so does India Today. You must collaborate with your dance
Both of you
steps
show
with
me
us.
something, I'll repeat it, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Done.
Concession to you.
Yeah, okay.
But Nani never says, no, he's such a charming actor. I spoke to a couple of them, though I don't watch a lot of Telugu movies, but whoever I spoke to about Nani, this is exactly the expression I got. Oh man, he's such an amazing actor, so natural. You're known as the natural star. Very raw, very original, and so grounded. It was such a it's such a pleasant breakaway from the flamboyant and pompous Telugu industry stars.
I won't agree that about Telugu film industry. I think there's a lot of them who are very humble and grounded. But I think like any other industry,
not humble.
there will be the other side too. Yeah.
Humble everyone is.
Yeah.
Very nice people. But there's a sense of pompousness with all of them, which I don't see in you.
I think that will be there in every industry. There's a bunch of, them who are like that, and there's a bunch of...
But this image that you have of a sweet lover boy, you wanted to change it to this rugged, rough hero who wants to fight the enemies. Like we saw it in Dasra, it was a shock for us to see Nani in such a character. Was it a thoughtful that you choose scripts to change your image or...
No, not at all. Even whatever you said, the image of sweet and all that also was not really, planned. And whatever you're saying, the rugged mask, that was also not planned. I'm not really looking at an image or anything. I'm just trying to tell some beautiful stories here. And I pick from whatever I get, and I pick the, what excites me more. And I generally don't want to repeat myself. So yeah, these are all after effects of what I do, but these don't come before them. Like I don't decide which films to do depending on what image it gives me or something.
But your biggest blockbuster back then was Eega, which was Makhi. When someone came to you and
call Eega mine. It is completely Rajamouli says because I'm a small part of that film.
But when someone came and said that you have to do this role, when you die, you become a fly who takes revenge on the villain. Did you even buy the idea initially?
Because that someone is SS Rajamouli, obviously I bought the idea. Yeah, if it was someone else, then maybe I wouldn't have. But when it is him, I think not just me, I think any actor in the whole world right now will buy the idea, whatever he tells us. Yeah.
Nani, from what I hear, you love quality roles, that surround the real story, true story. But somehow those kind of films haven't really worked well for you. It's the commercial movies that have brought you success.
Yeah.
How would you look at that?
No, see, that's the thing. A lot of people don't understand the logic that now there's a format, there's a formula films, there's masala films. Why are more people doing those films? Is because those films can run in all centers, all corners of the state, and then it kind of brings in numbers is the reason. And then why do we pick films with content? Not to compete with the numbers of those films. Then it doesn't make sense at all. Then everybody starts making those same format films. So when we pick a Jersey, when we pick a Ante Sundaraniki, when we pick a Shyam Singh Roy kind of films, the idea is not to match the numbers with the idea is to tell a very good story which is away from. And then maybe slowly when we make more and more films like this, then they will also start competing in the numbers. So when someone tells me Dasra is my biggest hit,
Yeah.
I
Jersey got you a national award.
yeah, just when somebody tells, I'm happy. Dasra is my biggest hit. I'm very happy with it. Jersey is my best film. I'm very happy with it. So each film need not compete with, every film, because every film has its own.
Sure, its own audience.
Yeah, its own audience, and it doesn't need to go above those audience. And if you're constantly comparing with a film which is made for everyone, with a film which is made for a set of audience, then it'll never match up. And if we are all looking at the numbers, then eventually we'll all end up doing the same films again and
No,
again and
but
again and again.
I just was wondering that if our audience does not put too much thought and mind into a movie, why do you think we're lacking intelligent viewers?
I, I think the blame also should.
Is it
It's
stress?
not the audience. I feel it's the filmmakers.
Filmmakers
Yeah, I think
who are
see,
taking the audience for granted.
not granted. Also, they're taking the easy way out.
Right.
Or
I
we
feel
need better scripts, you.
No, I think filmmakers are looking for a guarantee,
Yeah.
and I
True.
think in cinema you need to think about what you want to tell about the artist in you, and about the kind of films you want to explore, about the kind of films you want to watch. See, I genuinely feel a filmmaker should feel like what is the kind of film I want to watch and make that film. But most of the filmmakers are thinking about what is the kind of film audience will want to watch. But where will they get that answer from? From a previous what they would have seen in the past.
Yeah.
And what they would have seen in the past, if you are making it again, then it becomes a repeat only. It'll never become original.
Correct.
So I think, see, audience are someone who are on the receiving end, who are just buying a ticket and hoping that they see a good film. So it's all in your hands. You might make a very regular film and still entertain them and make them happy and send them home, or you can show them an original film and change their thinking and make them a little more, what do I say?
Thought-provoking movies.
No,
Yeah.
more addicted to good cinema.
Yeah.
How do you do that? By making more and more
Make
good
them
cinema.
mature.
Yeah. Not real. No, you don't need to make any. They're already mature. You need to address that. That's all.
In
Well
your
said.
recent Instagram story, in fact, I think you tweeted that it was the national awards, Jai Bhim, and then a broken heart. That
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
disappointed that Mr. Surya movie didn't win.
See, that was actually really taken out of when I wished I was so proud and happy of the achievements Telugu cinema,
Okay.
got from the national awards. I've RRR, Pushpa, and my brother Bunny got the first national award in Telugu cinema.
Yeah.
In-
And
in-
Devi Shri Prasad.
and for all, and this is the most number of national awards we ever won, and I was extremely happy. So, and I put up a post, and then I also put up a post where Jai Bhim was, I even tweeted when I watched that film. It was one of the best films I've seen. And when it didn't get any award in any category, I was like, that film deserved, some category at least. Did you guys watch the film? Because that was the question. So I felt, see, it was like, now let's say my sister got a very good marks or rank, and then my cousin from next door didn't. So I will express my happiness for my sister, and I'll also express my, that I was because I was hoping for that film too, and it's a great film, and so I put that, and then suddenly I've seen some media links saying. Nani is not very happy that we got awards. When did I ever say that? I'm very happy that we got the awards. But I also love that film, and it would have been encouraging for those filmmakers and those technicians who did a great job to win an award.
But
That's
do you
as simple as that. Yeah.
Do you think that viewers want to watch this mass movies now? You've seen KGF, you have seen RRR, Dasara has been super hit. Somewhere that they want a mass entertainment that the viewer choices are moving towards?
See, I think viewers will always want to watch mass films, no doubt about that. We are Indian cinema audience, and I love to watch mass films. I love to do action films. But what I'm saying is, cinema is just not action films. Cinema is just not mass films.
Yeah.
So if we all keep this idea in our head that only mass film sells, only action film sells, then the then it's going to be a big problem for the audience because they will only get those, action mass films throughout the year and they will not have any, different content to watch. And cinema is not just action films. We need to explore love stories. Love stories just 2 decades back was the biggest, commercial format ever. It like a love story, well made, is the formula for the biggest.
So, which is your
blockbuster.
favorite love story?
You know,
And
Which is your favorite love story?
sorry,
Which is your favorite love story movie then?
I have a lot of
Top three?
Some Ninne Pelladta is one of my favorite love
Which one?
story. Ninne Pelladta.
Ninne Pelladta, okay.
Yeah, and another love story is Geetanjali.
Geetanjali.
And unkoti meer cheppandi edaina.
Meer Chappan, sir.
Shyam Singer, right? Okay, okay. See, అందుకే again. I couldn't say it, then I asked him. But yeah, Shyam had a beautiful love story. And Hi Nana is a beautiful love story, which is coming out on December 7th.
yeah,
So,
I was just about to ask, you're playing a father?
I played a father before, but I always wanted to be a girl dad. And
cute.
I didn't get to be that in real life. And I have a son whose name is
Right.
Junu. So, I know that feeling, I know that experience.
Nani
but-
wanted a daughter, wants a daughter?
Yeah, always did, and
So lovely.
somehow I lived that dream by acting in this film. And the little one who played Kiara in my film,
Yeah.
Hi Nana, is so adorable, so loving, and so affectionate that I kind of felt like this girl that now the craving has become more,
Right.
but I don't think I'm going to do anything about it.
You,
But
you
still,
seem
yeah.
like a total out and out family man, Nani is. I mean, you really suit the image you boast.
I am a family man, and I think there's nothing wrong about it. Yeah.
What's Nani otherwise offsets? So right after a film, Nani goes home, to
I am
your
some
family,
yes.
party.
Yeah,
No, none of that.
I'm someone who's just cinema.
Yeah.
If not cinema, it's home. And you generally don't see me any of the movie parties, or you don't see me. I've realized a lot of people who generally gossip also don't gossip around me.
Why is that so?
They know they don't get a reaction.
It's
They know
gonna
I
fall
don't enjoy
flat.
that, so nobody gossips around me.
But
And I just
Tollywood
go like-
gossip is supposed to be one of the big selling,
Hottest.
headlines for not just media, for public as well.
It could be for them, but not for me, is what I'm saying. I just don't encourage that at all. Whoever,
But if you go on Coffee with Karan, you have to spill some beans there.
I'm not going there.
Oh,
That's right,
did
yeah,
Nani just make a declaration?
You are saying that if Karan Johar calls you saying, please come on the couch, you would say no.
I will definitely say no, but I will very politely say that, but I would maybe go visit him and spend some time talking about cinema. I would love that. But definitely that show is not for me.
Not Coffee with Karan, huh?
Yeah, it's entertaining, undoubtedly. I would like to watch it.
Do you
But I'm
wa-
not going to
do
sit
you
there.
watch it?
Definitely, for sure.
Do you watch
I watch it. I
Alright.
like, it's very entertaining, definitely.
Yeah,
But maybe not
what
for
about
me.
Bollywood ambitions? Now that you spoke of Coffee with Karan, Bollywood ambitions for Nani.
I think to any Bollywood actor today or to any actor in the country, you should be asking what about the Tollywood ambitions.
Well,
So
that was
we
my
are right
next
now.
question. That was my next question.
So no, I
That was
think
certainly my next
yeah. So now those days are over. Now we are all one cinema, and whoever is making great cinema in that particular year, they become the top,
Yeah.
top industry. And that way, I think Tollywood has been delivering some great films, and I'm so happy how we are looked at right now, and it's a completely different scenario. Now when my last a couple of films, I didn't even know those, we have. There's a way to approach Bollywood actors, or I will ever speak to them. And last 2-3 films I've realized when my films came out,
Yeah.
within the second day or third day of release, some of the Bollywood actors messaged me on Instagram. They found me on
Right.
Instagram and said, "Big fan of your work and all that." I am like, "Oh, they do watch our films? Like these many watch our films?" And I was like so happy. I think this is not because of my films, but overall I think Tollywood has been delivering some great content, and the kind of attention has shifted, and we are all benefiting because of.
In fact, your
all
movie
that.
was
Yeah.
remade into, Dersi movie was remade into Hindi as well. Shahid Kapoor
Yes.
acted
Yeah.
in it, so that the Bollywood also is looking at Hyderabad, Telugu in cinema industry.
No, remakes were always there. Like from
Surya
90s,
Vamsham.
90s and 80s, they did so many remakes of Telugu films, and there were some of the biggest blockbusters of Hindi cinema are remakes. Maybe not everyone knows. So remake culture was always there, and Telugu also remade a lot of Hindi films, Tamil films.
Yeah.
So everyone remakes films, and that was always there. But what I'm saying is, in general, now see North, South, It used to be,
This
and
whole
then
debate.
yeah, now it is. Now I think there is individual respect for each industry, for Tamil industry, for Telugu industry, for Kannada industry,
Do you think
Malayalam industry. Yeah.
a movie like Triple R kind of blurred the lines between the North-South divide, or the fact that people, would not consider South cinema as national cinema? Post movies like Triple R, and,
Bahubali.
Bahubali.
Bahubali is the mother of
Right,
all those
absolutely. You
films,
think
and yeah.
these are the movies that came out of the Telugu industry really sort of pushed Telugu cinema itself or Southern cinema itself to be more honored and respected?
Yeah, 100%, definitely. There's no two ways
Now,
about it.
I
And
wanted you to specifically speak of the films that you believe has really pushed
Bahubali,
Bahubali.
one film, and one man, S.S. Rajamouli.
Right.
And then definitely again he reaffirmed with an RRR,
Yeah.
and then Kannada film industry,
KGF.
yeah,
Kantara.
rose to that situation, and they made KGF and then Kantara, and Tamil cinema coming
Yes.
with Vikram and all these films, and Jailer, and then Malayalam films always have been very, very you know unique, and you actually the kind of quality and content
True.
in Malayalam films. I think thanks to the OTT, now we all have started watching those films and then started realizing the 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 bu- the budgets are lesser, and the quality they deliver is much, much higher. So there is something we all need to learn from them. So I think each industry in its own way is doing so much better
But
right now. Yes.
what's Nani's take on nepotism? Nepo kids is a big term that is used in Bollywood. Of course, it's in Tollywood, Collywood, Sandalwood, every movie industry there is nepotism. What's your take? Because you worked as assistant director and then came onto the big screen.
I think that whole nepotism word is media created and social media created, because it you don't use this word in any other industry, only in the film industry, right? Because yeah, if a kid grows up watching his father doing that job, throughout, he will obviously be attracted to it. And then if if the father knows that if my son comes, he will be showered with so much of love because they already love me,
Yeah.
why would he stop his son? And if the son wants to say, I want to do great cinema too, and there's so many waiting for me, he would want to go into the same industry, right?
I think
And we can complain about nepotism when audience are clearly saying we don't want this guy, and you're really pushing that guy onto us, then you can complain about that. But that never happens. Most of the times, a lot of times when star kids debut or something, so many times they didn't make it.
I was just
Yeah,
about to
and
say
there are
that
very few successful ones, and they deserve it.
stars, a lot of them have flopped.
Yeah.
Those whose parents were successful stars, their children haven't done really well.
Yeah.
A few of them have done well. So it
Yeah,
all
and
depends ultimately on your talent.
in fact, I feel there's an added extra pressure on the star kids, which I don't have, right? So I really feel sometimes very sorry for them for the burden they are carrying, all the
Sure.
time. And see, and also now you see I really feel the ones who really come from out and make it here are the luckiest ones. Why? Because uh, now when they made that noise, I know everybody did it for me.
Yeah.
You understand? So I'm not going
Yeah.
to share my credit with anybody in my family.
Absolutely.
I'm going to say it's all me. I've done this. So
And
you get this. That feeling is an amazing feeling, and I think the ones who come, who are not from cinema and still come here and still being given so much of love, I think are the real lucky ones.
Could I ask who is Nani's favorites within the industry? A few actors
I
that
have
you
one
really.
one favorite actor. I have said this in a million interviews, and he will continue to be my inspiration till then. And I don't think anybody ever can even go close to what he has achieved. Is Kamal Hassan sir?
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Kamala Hassan,
yeah.
it is.
Rani, you are from Hyderabad city as well. We are in the cusp of things happening in Hyderabad and Telangana as well. What's your idea for the city here? What's your vision for the city? What's your attachment to Telangana? How do you feel?
I've lived all my life here in this city,
Yeah.
and I love my city. And even like some 10, 15 years back also, I used to argue with everyone that why my city is the best. And in that time when my few of my friends went into for studies, for jobs, for to different cities, they used to call me, and you know there used to be a competition kind of thing. They used to say, do you guys have this? we have it. Do you guys have this? They used to tell few of the, you know, mention few of the nice places, eateries, and all that, and they used to say, do you guys have this? You don't have it, no. No, no, I think you should come here and all that. They used to joke around. And now I'm seeing the same guys call me and say, ask, what are the, costs of apartments and all that around my place so that they can shift here. So
Oh.
I think, yeah, I think Hyderabad is rocking right now.
What cuts Hyderabad from the rest? Why do you believe Hyderabad is
In
the
fact,
best city?
Hyderabad versus Bangalore is a big debate on social media.
Hyderabad versus
Bangalore.
Versus Bangalore because of the IT.
Yeah, people
boom.
keep fighting that my city is the best, my city is the best.
Absolutely.
See,
I'm from
end of the day, I'm an
Bangalore.
Indian.
So
I
am
love
I.
Bangalore. I love
Nani,
Chennai.
you're 2
And
is
I'm
to
an
1.
actor most
You're 2
important.
is to 1. We both are from Bangalore.
No, yeah. No, and I'm going to go promote my each film in Bangalore, in Chennai, in Cochin, and I need to be very careful with this answer. I know that very.
No, but okay, let's not
No,
dissing
but I
Bangalore.
will tell you one thing. What I really genuinely believe,
Yeah.
not for sake of anything, I think Hyderabad is the best place to live in this country right now.
Why?
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
Why? I want to know why. Give me
For
top
so
three
many reasons,
reasons
for the
to why.
kind of cultures, for the kind of people, for the kind of vibe here, and here I don't think it is just all kind, all kinds of people, all kinds of cuisines, all kinds of traditions. You get to see everything, and everyone I genuinely feel here is a little more open-minded.
Really?
Yeah,
And
I genuinely believe.
Hyderabadi, not just the biryani, but the Hindi or the Urdu accent is also quite famous. We have seen movies and clips going viral.
Correct.
Like yours, you're from Hyderabad. Can you teach us that accent if you know that?
Yeah, that I think Hyderabadi Hindi, which is mixed with Urdu,
Yeah, Urdu, yeah.
is
Dakni.
actually such an entertaining language. and
Give us 2 lines.
Do you
Though.
speak?
Give us 2
That's
lines.
the only Hindi I speak. When I went to
Oh my
Let's go, Nabila. Let's go. Come on, teach
Come
us.
on,
No,
Nani, आपका कौन
when
सा
I
कौन
went
सा
to Mumbai
movie
for
आ रहा है
promotions and
next?
all that, they all used to find it.
नानी आपका अगला मूवी के बारे में हिंदी में बताइए
नानी,
हैदराबादी
कौन सा
हिंदी में
movie- कौन सा मूवी आ रहा है
हैदराबादी
next?
आई
हिंदी
नाना
में
के बारे
क्या
में बताइए।
बोलूं मैं? अभी ये दिसंबर 7 तारीख को मेरा अगला पिक्चर रिलीज हो रहा है, तो अभी आ जाओ देख लेंगे ये पिक्चर. Most of the times, I try to put this in one of my films also actually. In Pilajamindar, there is a dialogue where I say, "Tu idhar hi stair, मैं अब भी आता हूँ."
Correct से आ जाओ. Correct से आ जाओ. I
काय
just
को
love that.
क्या कर लेते तुम ऐसे ही चलता जी. All this is Hyderabad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love that language, and somehow I've been watching Hindi films since I'm a kid, but I can never speak that Shuddh Hindi. I will always, when I had to speak, then it'll always be Hyderabadi Hindi.
It's what you've grown up with. And
Yes,
I
But
think that-
yes.
was it a conscious choice to have Nani as your screen name? In fact, Nani, if I'm not wrong, is a household name for a kid.
Yeah.
Like in Karnataka or Punjab, they'll call you Sonu, Monu, Chintu, Muntu, and Nani is that Telugu word.
Yes, yes, it is.
Didn't you think that maybe my mass image would be reduced if at all I do
Why?
mass movies?
See, why-
Someone called Nani.
Why can't Nani be a mass name? It all depends on like. See. Do we know the meaning of Pablo Escobar? We don't know, right?
No,
What
we
if
don't.
it is a pet name there in their country? We don't know that. And I think it is the actions we do. I think, and it's the body language. And particularly for mass films, I think most important thing is your body language.
Yeah.
And as long as you have it in you, it doesn't matter what name. And I really genuinely believe a name is an identity.
Okay.
What you connect to is your name. It doesn't matter what suits, what is nice, what's sounding nice. It doesn't matter at all. Nani is a name which my parents call me,
Yeah.
which my friends call me, which everyone who knows calls me, which my fans call me. So if somebody comes out and says Nani did a great job or I love Nani, I'll think that compliment is for me. If somebody says Naveen, then I'll be like, who's this guy? I'll wonder who that is.
It's become your identity
I'll not
now.
have that personal connect with it. So all my life, everybody around me called Nani. When they asked me in the first film, what should be the screen name? I said Nani. They're all surprised, but I said, that's what I've been called all my life. So that is my name, so I'll go with it. And I think that is also a reason across Telugu states, everyone feels that I'm one of them, one of their family. So in a way, it was a blessing.
That's a good
too.
strategy.
Yeah, it is. You can think of it like that, yeah.
Well, the fact that you've done such quality cinema, whatever your name was, we would have still loved you.
Thank
Right?
you. Yeah, that's what, end of the
Yeah.
day, I think that's
It's
what
what you
matters.
make
Yeah.
of it. Absolutely. But if I could quickly ask you, when Nani steps out of this home, what are the few things that you would carry on you without fail?
I have this little bag which I carry, which has the charger, and which will have a pair of glasses. And then what is there in there? There will be AirPods. And my mom generally packs something and gives it to me. She's, she believes that I will not eat on time and all that. So
You
if
take
at all,
packed food.
yes,
That's
yes,
the sweetest.
yes, she'll feel that I will feel hungry, and at that time I will not have anything to eat, and she doesn't want me to, eat outside food. So she'll pack something every day, keep
That's
it.
really sweet.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she'll say, and she'll leave a message once I start. I will not even know that she put it in.
Really?
She'll say, I put this. Do eat when you
It-
feel hungry. Don't push it. You'll get gas and all that. She'll leave a long message.
In fact,
every day.
This is the life of a common Hyderabadi also, Hyderabad person also, right? For anyone who's going to tech city from the old city, will carry a AirPod, will carry sunglasses,
I know, right?
charger,
I am a
lunchbox.
common Hyderabadi. What
No,
makes
but
you
you're
think
going to
I'm not?
Ramoji Ram Film City, but others are going to Tech City.
What's on
Yeah.
top of your iPod? Your music list? What's
What
on
are you
the
listening
top,
to right now?
Top 3 songs what Nani is listening to.
There's one folder which says Rahman sir background scores, and I listen to the background scores a lot because
Yeah.
they kind of are very because I'm constantly thinking about my films or what's next and all that. In general, just to listen to Rahman sir scores, it's kind of you get a lot of ideas. It's inspiring. Yeah.
Very
It's soothing.
inspiring to
It's
you.
soothing, inspiring, and it'll make you think, and you can actually visualize, some really nice things in your head. Yeah.
Hey, I missed, since you say you love food, what is your most favorite dish?
The tomato rice my mom cooks.
You're scoring brownie points already on
I
social
know.
media, Instagram.
Really? I also-
Totally.
for just telling the facts. Yeah.
Fantastic. Nani, as we're coming to a close now, I'd like to give us the one lesson that you've learned from the industry and life, just for all your fans to know what Nani is really made of.
One lesson, I don't know if it's a lesson or
Just
something, but what I
something
believe.
that
Yeah.
resonates with you at this point of time in your career and life.
I really genuinely want anyone who tries anything in life, I just want, at one point there shouldn't be two options is what I feel. At any given time, if you're working towards something, that should be your only option in your head. Don't have a safety thing that, okay, if this fails, I have this, or
No
I have
backup.
this. No. Backup makes you not put your 100%
saying
into
go all in.
anything.
Wow.
Yeah. So don't just believe in it. Say I am going to live or die doing this, and then I think you'll make it.
Wow,
Whatever it is. Yeah.
That's a lovely lesson. In fact,
Yeah.
we all know it.
For
but
me,
then-
for me, because where it comes from is
We're so
constantly when I said
insecure.
cinema industry, when I told my family that I want to be in cinema, one question constantly is, okay, you go into cinema, but it doesn't work out. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Then I remember I always said, it doesn't work out. I will keep trying till the end of time. Yeah.
But what would Nani be if he wasn't an actor?
Director?
You'd be.
Yeah.
Because you were working as an AD
You,
already.
you can keep asking, what if not director? Then I'll say something else in cinema. Whatever I would have been, I would have
So
been in
this-
cinema.
I think you're going to come back as a director, I'm assuming. You started off as a director.
Assistant director. I started off as an
Right. I think-
assistant director,
I-
but yeah.
For one of the super hit movies that you were AD.
Yes,
For the-
the
for
film was
movie
called
D.
D. Yeah, I was an AD, and my first film was with Bapu Garu, who's a legendary director and a legendary artist, and I'm so happy that I've started my career. with
But in
Bapu.
future, do we see Nani as a director?
I don't think anytime soon because I'm so much love I'm getting. Being an actor, only a fool would say, I'll give it a break and then I'll go direct. So I'm not really looking
Okay,
at that.
now
yeah.
that you said that, we're wrapping this session here with a nice dance from Nani from Dashara. Come on.
In fact, from Dasra.
Dance
Let's
from
go for it.
Dasra.
Could we have the
The
song?
lead
that
Will
song?
from
someone join
Dashara?
me? Yeah, I think that's a better idea.
Could we
yeah.
have the track, please?
Could we have the
Whatever
track?
you guys do, I'll repeat it. Yeah.
All right.
Come.
Thank you very much, Nani. That was a fantastic session. Letting your heart loose and speaking your heart and mind at the India Today Roundtable, Telangana. Thank you very much for joining us. A big round of applause for Nani.